Hello YouTube. So I had a recent lucky find on eBay. There was one of these 34461A. As you can see it, removed from service. So I got this as for parts not working for like $300 plus shipping, which is it's pretty good, even as not working if you have a chance at repairing it. So this had the white screen of death. It's a semi-well-known kind of thing that happens, and the most common cause of that is right under here. Right under there is the SPEAR MCU that controls the display there. So I was thinking, it's a commonly known issue. They're available on eBay. The tariff situation notwithstanding, I don't know what that's going to be from week to week, but you can get replacements. But when I started to tear it down, I saw some things that made me think, all right, maybe this isn't exactly what I thought it was. So, in the fuse holders, I'm sure you can see that soot all over this. The fuses have not blown. Well, at least I've tested this one. And then in here, kind of just be careful with this. You can see how dirty the fuse contacts are there. And when I started looking around, I started seeing other signs of kind of soot. Also, when I turned it on, I could hear it properly boot up. So, like the main processor and the hardware, it was going through all the relay clicks, gave the beep at the end. I'm pretty confident I could hook this up by network and operate it remotely on a computer. But when I was looking at it, I started noticing, if you see that wavy line there, yeah. So a component of some kind died. So I took it apart. This prong here was bent down, so this battery was just not connected to anything. And when I looked on the screen, like with it powered off, looking at it sideways, it looked like the screen had smoked. I don't know. You can kind of see some... let's do something less disastrous if I touch the screen. You can kind of see lines here and there. So I'm wondering if the actual screen unit smoked out and died. Because when I booted it up, and I was looking specifically at the SPEAR MCU with the thermal camera, it didn't go above like 42 Celsius, which is acceptable. It wasn't going to like 90 or 100 or 150 or anything like that. So I'm thinking the SPEAR MCU might be okay, and it might be something else. So, fortunately, I had already gotten a replacement screen for this other 61A that I have. And why buy one when you can buy two? This was before the tariffs kicked in. Where are you? Yeah. So on AliExpress, you can get these, or could get these, maybe can again, I don't know. Whole thing's such a nightmare. And this is actually an upgrade because it's IPS, so it's a little bit better of a screen. That looks a little scuffed. Oh well. And yeah. So I'm going to just swap the screens out, and we'll see if it works. So I found something else. I decided it would be a good idea to take a look at things under the microscope. And we have that chip right there. And you can see, I wonder if I can get this view as well. Nah, it really doesn't work. Well, anyway. You can see there's material there. And it looks like maybe this chip smoked. Because we have what looks like some smoking from this via right here. So maybe this is the culprit. I'll have to look it up and see what it is. I'm going to pause again. Yeah, we have more of it. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's from something getting smoked or not at this point. Yeah, it definitely looks like smoke residue. Maybe along, like there's plastic trim. This thing. So this might be the pattern we're seeing of why it looked like it's spray tape or stenciled on, kind of. So there's the SPEAR MCU, and I'm hoping that this is like a replaced version because it's the only one with a sticker on it. And this unit does have stickers saying it was like serviced in 2024, so maybe I'll look out with that. Alright, so we've got more stuff that looks like almost like corrosion. Um, Although I suppose it could be flux smoke residue. Right around there you can see kind of crystallization. And we got more there as well. Alright, well, I'm going to proceed with what I have. I'm going to pause this and spend a little bit more time looking over the board under the microscope to see what else I can see. And then I'm going to just pop in the ribbon cable for the new screen and see what we get out of it. So if anyone else gets to the point where they need to take out this ribbon cable, it can be kind of a pain. You can get this to detach by releasing this tab right here. Just push that way a little bit. What I found is with very minimal pressure, it's pain in the ass. It's definitely one of those pain in the ass jobs. Let me get this lined back up. So there's like little plastic tabs right there and there. You can pull this aside to let it pop out, but I did that kind of prematurely. We want to get the ribbon cable out first. I'm kind of leaning towards thinking it is more likely not the screen. We'll see. All right. Oh, and then it has this little ferrite tubular core back there. Or not exactly tubular. So let's expand this a little bit. I guess I do have to have this out. I'm having a grip more than I like. There we go. Okay, so we've got that separated. There's the front panel. And there's our screen. I'm seeing some schmutz on like traces over here. I'm not sure how well that comes across, but that's probably just surface level. All right, I'm going to try the replacement screen anyway. I'm leaning towards thinking this isn't going to be it. I'm leaning more towards probably one of the components here that has the most like stuff around it. May have been something that let out magic smoke, but we'll see. So this is one of those things for the ribbon cable where in is definitely easier than out, although I'm not fully confident that it's seated all the way. But it has this little semi-metallic strip at the top, and that gives you something where your fingernails can touch on, and you can kind of just edge it forward a little bit. Again, I'm not confident I have it fully seated, but it went in. It looks even. It's firmly in there, and then that little hinge just folds closed. All right, it's all electrically pausing. All right, so the new screen is in. It's all electrically connected, and the one other change from before is that I fixed the little CMOS battery terminal, because the one prongs that were supposed to stand up had been squished down. So they were both contacting, it's either positive or negative. They were both contacting the same side, basically. So the battery wasn't actually supplying voltage. That was the only other change. So for all I know, that was somehow the only thing wrong. I don't see how that could be, but don't do this at home, kids. No shielding on mains power. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. $300. $7.41 before tariffs. Oh, yes. It's difficult for me to explain how happy I am right now. Maybe you can hear it in my voice. Yeah. Let's turn on the precision source unit that I have. Advantest R6144. It's a precision voltage and current source. Let's go to volts. Go up a range. 16 volts. So that's these two. Let's be gentle with it. Oh, yeah, we're already on volts. Output. This is exactly the other thing that was wrong with that other 34461A. Off by, well, it was off by 2 millivolts, but that was on my 5 volt source off of my DMM Check Plus. Okay. So it's not as far off. It is saying error. Well, it didn't have the battery connected, so I'm wondering what else we had that was going wrong, but it does appear to be functioning at the moment. So maybe we can see what the error is. Well, first let's turn this off. Display. No. Help. Utility. So test admin. Okay, self-test. Let's check this out. Well, firmware update. No. I was hoping to see the current firmware version, but whatever. So we have that error message there. Let's go to self-test. full test. So we had failed. Self-test failed. But I mean, we're a lot further. It's operating, and we're getting voltage results that are only off by like a calibration amount instead of divorced from reality. So now we want to see, we want it to show us what those errors were. What does the quick test say? Okay, so it fails both the quick and the full. Let's go to help, I guess. Oh, okay. Geez. View instrument errors. Oh! Real-time clock reset. Yeah. Check battery. So we're good. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah. All the errors are 611, self-test failed, real-time clock reset, check battery. And it never had the internal battery connected, so we just need to set the clock and... Functional unit. It wasn't the SPEAR MCU, which I'm glad, because I don't have any of those in stock, and the only sources are in China, and tariff situation is still effed. So... Sweet! Yay! I did a repair, I'm so proud. Well, I did a repair on, a high-end, expensive instrument. Yeah, so in my pride, I'll just go ahead and pet it near its unshielded, primary windings. Yeah. Yay! So it won't have... It probably won't have any stored calibration. Well, whatever. This is sweet. See ya.